folks, the Old Fisherman back with you. Got my puppy here, Lacey. She's gonna paw me and want me to rub her. But hey, I want to tell you what happened today. We started off this morning. It was about 20 couple degrees, cold as the devil, and the wind started blowing on up about 9 o'clock. So we didn't get there at about 8:30. About 30 minutes after I got there, the wind started blowing. But we done a little clip and thought everything was going smooth. We caught a few fish, caught a nice bass in the belly. Hey, and then I'm doing a clip and I caught 3 more largemouth and I thought I was on film. And hey, we chunked them back, but guess what? We wasn't on film. The doggone camera filled up his memory and I didn't realize it and knocked itself off. And I'm sitting there talking for about an hour and doing a video catching, and we have no video. But I'm going to show you what we got. It's a little bit, but I apologize for that. But I want to show you a few things Miss Deborah has made with her embroidery machine. She's got some daggone aprons with "You Got to Love It" with the Old Fisherman on, catching his 3 fish at a time like I used to do. Seems like it's hard to do that anymore. But we got fish towels. Look at this gal. She can do some pretty work now. And we got boat bags to tote into the boat. Your towels or what have you, you take into the boat or on the beach. She's got different colors. She's designed different colors. You got to love them. And right now, she's got a doggone towel to wipe your dog's feet with when you take your dog out. So if you got little dogs like we do, you can wipe their feet with this towel. And it says, "Wipe your paws," with little paws on it. Almost look like Clemson Tiger paws, but it's puppy paws. Hey, well, go with us. Hope you enjoy the show. It's going to be short, and we didn't catch a lot today on camera, but we did catch about 40 perch and about 5, I think it was 5 largemouth total. But hey, we had a good day. We just didn't get it all on film. But maybe tomorrow the wind will calm down and we can actually go catch some fish and have a good show. Thanks for being with me, and go to stevecumliner.com. We're heading to Lake Monticello at the 99 boat ramp, and right up yonder ahead of me on the left is the Monticello EZ mark. You can't hardly see it, but I'm making a left turn and heading to the boat ramp. And we're going down 99 Road. I want to give you a little view of what it looks like. And we're going down 99 Road, and in about a mile, we're going to get to where the causeway is that I showed on the map. It goes to the other side of the lake. And turn that fan off. And I'm giving you a little view of what it looks like for my folks that watch me from other states that don't know. And it's out in the boonies. It's not a lot. There's no grocery stores or nothing. You just got EZ mark up here and a couple little stores on down before you get to Lake Monticello on 215. But not much to it. And right in here is an area I used to catch a lot of crappie. Right in there. And you'll see a little part of the lake right there. A couple of houses. There ain't many houses around the lake. But it's one of my favorite coves of crappie fish. And as we go down the highway, it's in the country. A lot of deer in this area, a lot of wildlife. You got to watch for deers running across the road. And just want to give you a shot. We're about 25 miles away from my house, so that's one way. And right there's a doggone skunk in the road dead. Now that ain't good, because you know that's going to smell. But we're starting to get to the highway where it goes across the causeway, and here's the lakes. And right here is areas you can pull off and fish from the bank. There's not many places in the country like this. And you can, it's rip-rap, good fishing area. You can pull off and throw a line out from the bank, and a lot of people does. And right here's your recreation lake on the right side. Right there's your recreation lake. It's a nice little lake, and the ramp is right over there on the edge. And right here is Lake Monticello to the left. It's going to be a rough, cold day. It's 20, right now it says 24 degrees. It's going to be a rough, cold day. And, but hey, right there's Kitty Lake, and way over yonder is a swimming area that you can go swimming at the Kitty Lake. There's a terracotta that goes across the road, I do believe. I'm not sure about that. But right up here is where you take a left. Right there it says South Carolina Recreation Lake 99 boat ramp. Right there, 99 boat ramp. And of course we're taking a left here, right going, and you got your rules and regulations right there about what you can do. And when you get out here, you got little sheds, a couple of sheds built, and a bathhouse. I say bathhouse, just a restroom. And it's a little, you can camp on with tents and stuff out on the little point out here. But right now it's so cold, you see, right up there's a little bathhouse, and you'll see that ain't a soul here. It's cold, that's why it ain't a soul here. So I'm by myself. Right out there on the point, there's a couple of areas that you can camp. And a lot of people will come up here and camp, and they got these little sheds built here. But here's your boat ramp. 99 boat ramp at Lake Monticello. And this is what it looks like. And I've showed this part before, but it's a beautiful lake. Got the sun coming up over here. And but it's cold. Don't let that sun fool you, because it's cold. Yesterday it was so windy I could not hardly fish. I caught about 20 fish, had about 4 bass, but it was so windy I couldn't video. It was awful. But hey, this is Lake Monticello, and we backing it back down here. And glad y'all could be with me. Hey, it's a beautiful lake. Let's go fishing. Hey, we just caught a couple of jumbo magnums here at Lake Monticello. Thanks for being with me again. I mean, some big old perch. Look at the size of them babies. Hey, them some big ones. We're gonna see if we can catch a couple more. It's freezing cold, 20-something degrees. And I just stuck my hands in water like a dummy. But caught a couple jumbo magnums on the Big Daddy red bug and chartreuse jig in about 35 foot of water, and it's cold. But we're gonna try to make the best of it. Hey, thanks for being with the Old Fisherman on a cold morning. Woo! Yesterday it was so windy. I caught some fish, but I couldn't do it. I had so much wind noise in my camera, I couldn't even put up a video. It was awful. And it was slow. I couldn't fish nowhere. It was too windy. Wind was blowing 20, 25 miles an hour, and I could not function. It was a bad day, people. Hey, we're gonna try to make the day a little bit better. If I don't freeze today, my hands are freezing. I stuck my hands in that water, and I should not have done that. But hey, I had to show you them fish. But hey, I want to thank everybody for the orders you're making on the shirts and stuff off my store. Go to stevecumlander.com to get what you need with the Old Fisherman shirts and hats and all the stuff Miss Deborah's got on there. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see if we can catch a couple fish today. We've had a couple bad days. It's hard to make a video catching one ever so often, and that's what we've been doing. Can't seem to get on a lot. They just don't want to participate. There was a bite right there. Hey, there's a few fish down here, and what's down here looks to be big. We're on the north end of the lake trying them out. Wind's gonna get up again today. Hopefully not as bad as yesterday. I don't know though, it might. Right now it's probably about 7 miles an hour. Hey, we getting a couple bites. I think I can catch a couple if on this daggone jig if I just keep working it. They're kind of slow. You got to make them bite now. They kind of shut down. There was a bite right there. They kind of shut down, and you got to do the circle swing to get them to bite. But hey, we out here trying. We're using a Big Daddy jig and a Todd Smith beaver tail jig right now. Everything I've caught's been on the Big Daddy so far. And we got a spoon at the bottom. We're using a 3-rig. So cold I can't hardly use the spinning reel. My hands won't function. So I'm trying to work it, slow troll this jig with this 3-rig in circles and around and see if I can get one to bump it. You got to go slow. You got to drag that spoon right on the bottom. You people out there is having trouble with your line twisting. you ain't using a big enough head, or you ain't using a solid body jig. You got to use solid body. That's why I like solid body. You start using these little small crappy jigs and stuff with the light head, 16th and stuff, all you do is end up with knots, and you can't really jerk it a lot. If you want to jerk and fish, you better just use a spoon by itself, or tie you a short line above the spoon up there for your jig to hang off, or a little short line. That way it won't allow you to twist it up as bad. I had people ask me about how you keep it untwisted. I do a lot of pulling, but it does twist up some, but I'm using 1/8 ounce head. If you can get a big enough jig to use a 1/4 ounce head, it don't twist as bad. And the heavier the jig rubber, the less it twists too. That's why I like the gut shrimp solid bodies and the big daddy jigs and the bigger jigs. The little jigs, triple ripples and stuff like that will twist in a knot if you try to use it on a 3 rig, especially if you jerk it up and down a lot. So you basically got to do the circle swing and just pull these jigs, swim them. We swimming jigs, not jerking jigs. Swimming jigs is the key. If you want to jerk, just put your spoon on and jerk up and down and different angles and stuff, and you can catch something like that. There was a bite right there. But if you want to use the jigs above it to catch more at one time, you've almost got to just swim it. Unless you got a tiny little 2 or 3 inch line hanging off of it with the jig. You can do that. You don't have to use a swivel. You can tie your lines where you got the little branch lines coming off of it, and that works too. Hey, there's one, and that's a good one. Hey, that's a good one. What? That is a good one. That ain't no doggone. If that's unless I got something snagged, I think we got a big bass or catfish. I think we got a big old catfish, what I think. I think we got a big old catfish. It could be a big bass. Hey, it's coming up like a bass. Coming up like a bass. Coming up like a bass. I don't know what we got, but he's big. I can tell you that. He's big. Oh, it's a doggone bass in the belly. It's a doggone bass in the belly. He got me bent down. Got him in the belly. Ha! Got him in the doggone belly. Look at that. Huh? Got him in the belly. He must have hit it with a spoon. And I caught him in the belly with a doggone big daddy jig. Look at that. He ain't that big. A good eating size bass. Anybody want to eat bass? That there's a fine eating size right there. I got a lady that wants a baked bass. I might keep that for her. But hey, look at here. Look at that, what we got already this morning. Hey, that's a pretty one, ain't it? Look at that. That's a pretty one. Deep water Monticello bass. You got to love it. We're gonna throw him in the barrel. That's a good eating size, about 2.5 pounds. Hey, good eating size. Hey, we got one. Let's see if we catch another one. See if we can catch another. I think he hit it, that big daddy jig, and that spoon, and that jig caught him. What I think happened. Drop it to the bottom with a big boy's line. The Old Fisherman. All right. Hey, it's calming down a little bit. We might be able to fish today. Hopefully we'll catch something. I think we got a few fish in here. They scattered. The fish are scattered. They ain't like, they ain't grouped up right now like they ought to be, I don't think. They're just scattering out. In both lakes, Lake Murray too. All right, let's do the circle swing. But Mike can catch more fish with that doggone double rig or that ultralight. But when it's cold, it's easier to work this 3 rig, just kind of pull it in circles. That's what it is, real easy, a lot easier. All right, let's see if we can circle swing this thing and get another bass or something. I got a lady that's a good friend of mine that every so often I'll take her a bass, and she likes to bake them and she says they are delicious baked in the oven. I think she put orange slices on them and all kind of different stuff. I mean, she knows what she's doing, lemon pepper, and bakes them, and she just absolutely loves them baked. So ever so often, I'll keep a bass and bake it for that. I'll send it to her for baking. Hey, there's another one. Hey, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. I think that's a white perch. Huh? I think that's a white perch. Oh yeah, and I mean a white perch. That, my friend, is probably 1.5 pounds white perch. I'm telling you, that, let's put it on spotlight because I don't want to lose my spot. Hey, I want to show you this fish. Look at this fish. Now that's fine perch right there. Look at the size of that sucker. People, that's a giant. That, my friend, is a giant white perch. My goodness. I believe that might be the biggest one I've caught this year. Hey, if we can catch us a few along that size, we can catch them a little bit slower and love it. Hey, let's throw it back out. That Big Daddy jig got that joker. Big Daddy, oh my, Big Daddy will do it to it now. Hey, you got to love a Big Daddy jig. Oh Lord, them crappies is probably biting in the coves if you take some minnows in there and drop them down right on the bottom, about 25 and 30 foot of water, 35, and let them and work it real slow. Right on the bottom. These crappies in this lake ain't like normal lake. They'll hang right on the bottom. You catch them right on the doggone bottom in this lake. There's nothing. There's a nothing. There's a nothing. Oh my, there's a nothing. We loving life this morning on Lake Monticello. I mean, good perch too. We got him on Wayne Tollison spoon. Old Wayne Tollison. I used that spoon a lot last year. I hadn't used it much this year, but hey, I've gone back to it. Uh-oh, we got a knot. See, there's that knot I'm talking about. Ever so often, it'll get wrapped around that doggone swivel and you got to keep it out. So sometimes you just take your hook and stick in it. It ain't easy. Hey, sometimes it is aggravating with the knots. And hey, I definitely ain't knot free, let me tell you. I get knots too. If that jig ain't running just right, it'll get in a knot. That gup shrimp will probably get in a knot less than any of the jigs because it glides better. You got to have that sucker. You want the tail sideways on the flat tail jig, and you got to have it running straight, or it'll tie itself in a knot. See, that did the same thing. Prime example, it does happen. This Big Daddy jig, I mean this big old jig ain't working that good. I'm gonna put another Big Daddy on there. That big beaver tail ain't working as good as I think it ought to. We gonna get us a Big Daddy jig, a blue one. We gonna put a daggone blue paddle tail. I ain't used one of them lately. Blue and chartreuse paddle tail on there at the top, and see if that'll catch it. I've been using that doggone spade tail. Well, we're gonna use a paddle tail today at the top. Big Daddy paddle tail jig on this doggone hook. I've been wanting to do that. And I probably ought to put the red bug and chartreuse, but I'm gonna put the blue and chartreuse to give it a shot right here. What we gonna do, you want that jig tail now. I noticed Richard Jean on a curly tail jig, he had his tail sticking up. I always, now, it's preference, you know. I got it in my mind, they like it better down. Richard catching them with it up, so hey, I know Richard knows what he's doing, but the Old Fisherman's always had them curly tail jigs turned down. I seen him last night on the show, and I was watching him close, and he had that doggone jig turned up. Now, I don't do that, but I might change, but I've tried it both ways, and I got it in my head. It's all what you believe. It's your method might not be the method somebody else is using, and they might have good results doing this the other way, but you got to believe in what you're doing. Right now I'm having a hard time getting this jig on here. This jig ain't wanting to go on right. I'm having a hard time with this one. I don't know if something wrong with the rubber. Wanting to catch, ain't going up right. What's going on? But I like my tail down. what I'm trying to say. Right now, I can't even get it on. Doggone, I ain't never had this kind of trouble. This thing's got air in it, I believe. This particular jig has got air in it. It ain't working. We got to throw this one away. We got to throw this one away. It ain't working. We got to get something else. That ain't working. I tell you what, let's just put us a blue paddle tail. That particular jig had air in it, and I couldn't push it up on the jig. This kind of soft too. Hey, them things come out different. They ain't all the same. Right now I just want to get one out there. This ain't working good either. Maybe it's my old jig head's got it's too rough or something. This is a big old, I don't know, that jig ain't working right either. Sorry about this. Now that one's working better. I don't know if them jigs had air in them or something. Busting up before I can get them on. Big Daddy, had to talk to Big Daddy about that. But hey, we got one working now. Could put the gut minnow on there. But hey, let's see if we can catch another. I have people out there wants me to tell more stories. I run out of stories. I can repeat a few stories. But hey, I tell true life stories when I first started this stuff, and I run out of stories. But that's the way it is. You got so many stories, that's all you got. But see if we can catch another fish here. Think of a story. We got a few fish around here if I can get focus on getting them going. Messing with. And I'm gonna show you how you can catch a couple fishing on the side of a channel. Right now them fish are moving in, apparently getting ready to spawn, some of them, the bigger ones. And they push back in these dips and coves and stuff on the points and side little dips, kind of like they do Lake Murray. And we catch them trolling, kind of pulling the jigs. I say trolling, pulling the jigs and working it up and down, all kind of different ways, but mostly pulling it sideways, circle swinging. And it's cold as the devil yet. It ain't nowhere close to being freezing. It's a cold day. It's a cold day. That was fight right there. Good day for a fight though. Hey, I like cold weather. A lot of times in cold weather like this, you can catch them. See that? Circle swinging it is what I'm doing. And that's a pretty nice one. That's a pretty nice one with some big fish in here. It's some big old perch in here. Them super dogs. Every one of them super dogs. And they hitting that doggone red bug spade jig. I got the paddle jig top of it. It's exactly the same color, but it's a paddle jig. They still hitting the spade jig. 31 foot of water right here. We're gonna spend the day, instead of going out in the big water, back in the edges, back in the dips. See if we can find some trolling, slow trolling, completely different from what I normally do. They're shallower, and the big perch are shallow. They're not deep. And hey, and they scattered up through here, off of this channel, pushed on the edge of these little dips. That's what they are. And they scattered though. You ain't catching a lot in one place. You basically got to work for them. What's out here is bigger. Well done. Trolling. Trolling. What? Trolling. Hey, that's about the smallest one I've caught today. Still hitting that spade tail jig though. That's what they want. I'll show you after a while what I'm using exactly. We just running this boat in circles and up and down through. We just basically trolling on about a 5 speed. What we doing. In around 30, 35 foot of water. Where we at? The wind is charging. Wind is charging, making it real difficult for me. There he is, see that? That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm talking about? That's how we catch them, 3 rigs. I mean some good ones. These here are monster perch. These here are the perch we've been looking for. They scattered out shallow is what they are. We've been fishing too deep for these perch. What we've been doing.